Hey everybody, how's everybody going? How's everybody doing? And welcome to another seminar club. Today I'm doing my club a little bit earlier because my schedule has been changed this afternoon and I won't be able to do it in the afternoon. But I just want to share with you something that I really want to get it out yesterday and time just didn't permit and I got busy with a couple other things and just wasn't possible to do. But here we are today and we're going to talk a little bit more about your customers and how to get your customers up to the level of um, raving fans for you, just people who love to talk about you and love to tell people about you and more or less do the sales for you. So we want to talk today about something called the customer uh, um, loyalty ladder, right? The ladder of loyalty, and this is where we are going to be looking at the different levels of what a customer goes through, and then you can look at what you can do best for your customer after that. And so I'm going to give you some ideas in general of what this ladder looks like, and then you have to go in and see what you can do to make this manifest for your customers and make things work very well. The whole point here is that you have to really, really go all out to please your customer in the right way and make sure that they are more than satisfied, they are delighted, like we talked about in the last video. We really want to get them to the delighted stage, okay? So let's talk about this loyalty ladder. So the ladder of loyalty, here's a ladder, and we're going to go up this ladder of loyalty. We'll start at the bottom rung, we call it a suspect. And so who is a suspect? A suspect really is anybody who fits our target market. So in this target market, you have to identify who your target market is. And the best way I look at the target market is I create avatars of who my target market is, right? So if your target market, for instance, is um, somebody, a parent in their mid 30s with several children, two children, or something like that, then you would write that down, a parent with two children, and then you would write down what would that parent be doing during the day, what would be their concerns, what would be the elements of their day that are important for them that they have to be taken care of, maybe going to work, maybe taking care of children, whatever it has to be. You have to be looking at what that could be, and then identify that very well. And as you start identifying that, you start feeling who that person is, and then you can start looking at that person from that person's point of view. What would I be interested in if I'm going to sell them? If they want to buy something from you, what would they be interested in? So you have to look at it this way, and then you have to kind of look at where they would be meeting people, where would they be hanging out, what forums would be on Facebook, whatever that is, and you can then get a sense for who that person is. Don't think of what you are providing as a product, but think more of what the customer wants. What are the benefits for the customer? What will make their life easier? What would they pay money for? What is it? Not what, don't think of I have a product, I want to sell it. Don't think I have a service, I want to sell it, but think of how does my target market feel about buying something because they want it, because it makes their life better. So that's your target market, okay? So once you have a suspect, now you have a prospect. And what's a prospect? The prospect is if they actually take action and come to your website or come uh, to your invitation, whatever it is. You have an ad or something, and then you can collect their details. So if you're working from a website, you may be collecting their email address. If you are doing something promotional on a let's say on an ad or something, and they call in and you get their details, or they come in to take a coupon from your store, something that they take action and you collect details. You want to get the details because you want to be able to market to them. So now you have a prospect that you have identified and know who they are very well, and now I'm going to go get them to take some action with me through some ad of some sort or something that they will give me their details, something that will entice them enough to come in and say, I can give you the details because I'm getting something back. So what is that little gift, or what's that little thing that you're going to give them that will allow them to give you their details? Okay? So we have a prospect, and now they are a shopper if they take action and buy something. If they buy something and confirm their details, now you have a shopper in your head. You know somebody who bought something from you, you have their details, you know what they like. So now you have a little bit more information. Now watch what we're doing here is we're taking them from a step of identifying them to having them take a first step, a first yes, and then a second yes when you're buying something and confirming their details. So now they shopped once with you. They said yes to you, and that's a good thing. Now that I have their details, that they've shopped with me once, they've shot and they've given me details, now I have 2 yeses from them. Now I need to push further and see if I can get them to become a customer. Now, who is a customer? A customer is somebody who buys a second time from you. Now you got them to say a third yes to you. Excellent. So we want to get them in the ads that you're putting together. You want to get them to say yes, yes, yes to your ads. Have something in your ads that entices them to come in. And then the main second yes will be that they give you their details. The second yes is that they would actually come and buy from you. And the third yes, which is the big one, is that they actually come and buy a second time. If they come back, okay, I'm so excited about this. If they come back and buy a second time from you, that means there is something good about what you're providing and they really want to work with you, okay? You've enticed them. This is a good time now to really start asking questions about why did you buy from me, and see what is actually that attracted them, because that's going to feed back into your marketing for the future. So once they become a customer, now you want to get them into a member. So now you're going to offer them something that they would become a member by getting a member's kit of some sort, some enticement that you can give them, and allow them to belong. And this belonging gives them something different than other customers. It gives them maybe a discount, or maybe gives them a discount if they buy three times, or there's a gift if they buy something special. Whatever you want to do with the membership kit, you can provide that. Now here you are again. This is also another good place for you to be asking, what would you like? What would you survey the customer, survey the member, and ask what would you like? What is something that that can give you that is additional to what you're getting right now, that will make you feel better and make you come back again. So here is again more marketing that you would put in here, more surveys that you put in here, so you can get feedback for the marketing that comes back again to that target market. Because now as you collect more information about the people that are coming to you, now you can feed that back in and fine-tune your target market the best. We'll talk about target market after we get through this part here. But after you get a member, now you want to get an advocate. An advocate is somebody who loves to talk about you. If somebody tells others about you, they really go all out of their way to tell them that you've done a good job. Now recognize that if you do a bad job, they will talk about you right away, right? They'll tell everybody about you. But to get somebody to do a good job and get people to talk about you, you have to do an outstanding job. You have to really push high, because people are expecting that you do a good job and service them. Remember, we talked about they expect to be satisfied, but when you get to the advocate, when you really delight them, when they're coming back again and again and again, and then they say, did you know that so-and-so is actually providing the service that's much better than his competitors? And that's when you start having them really advocate for you, talk about you, and really make something different for you. So you're just pushing the bar up every time and making sure that you are getting better all the time. And when they get to become a member and then an advocate, now you got something. But that's not the last step. There's one more step. So if you look at advocates, they're getting really good results with you. They're getting something delightful from you. They're getting way past what they expected, and they're really, really happy with that. Then we get one more step above the advocate, is the raving fan, the lunatic, the one that loves to talk about you, the one that actually sells for you. So if they do the selling for you, they are your raving fan. And these are the best kind of customers to have. These are the ones that really, really love you and really talk about you and actually bring people to you. They're not just talking about you, they're pulling people towards you and bringing them to you. Now, how about that? Wouldn't you love to have raving fans for your customers? Wouldn't they make a big difference for your business? This is what we need to be doing here, right? Is that as your customer moves up that ladder, you're collecting more and more information from them about what they would like to know, what they would like to see, what they would like to do with you, and then you provide that service over and over again and become stellar at the service that you provide. At the same time, you get that feedback, bring it into your marketing, so now you're targeting your marketing very well. And the more you target your market, the higher your price can go, because people love and you're solving a specific problem for them that they really want to get resolved. And this becomes something really, really good for you. Okay? So this is pretty much what I want to share with you today. If you now, for this raving fan, if you really want to make them very happy, you want to give them a position and rewards, and give them something that the other customers don't get. Now they really, maybe you can invite them to special events, to your to whether it's a store that you have, something that only raving fans get to see, and they get to get the best of the products early on before everybody gets it, or anything of this nature that you can really satisfy them and delight them so much that they want to keep coming back more and more for you. Okay? So I'm not going to go into this FedEx lesson. You don't need to see this FedEx lesson. I just want to tell you that look at what you can do for your customer the best way. And next time we'll talk a little bit more about some of the marketing and the customers to see what else we can do. If you like this video, please go to the bottom, comment on it, share it with other people, give me your questions, let me know what you would like to find out about more, and I'll definitely address that for you. And until the next video, I bid you adieu, and I'd love to see you share it and tell people about it, and let me know, as I said, what else you would like me to cover. Thank you very much. See you on the next video.